All right, greetings everyone. Jackogień here. Welcome to Turf Run 5 Late Night Edition. Totally the first time I'm doing this. Absolutely. Never have I done this before. There was no other stream earlier tonight. That never happened. Poof be gone, wizard magic be upon thee. There's never been another stream. There is no other stream in Bossing Say. But hi, Pearl. I cooled off and I said, you know what? I'm too awake for this. I'm too worked up. Let's chill. Just so you know, for the record, for the disclaimer, because I am just gonna keep this video up and not the other one, obviously. That one's just gonna go poof, gone into the void. My message that I had in that video still stands. In that video, I mentioned that I make content creation to just try to spread some positivity out there in the world. That's a message I do want to have out there. The reason why that stream got privated was because I accidentally showed something on stream that should have been shown, which put myself at risk, and I didn't want that. So I just went kaboom, nuke. And even if like no one else joins the stream, that's okay. As long as I make at least one person's day slightly better for me going live for the total first time tonight, smile, then it's worth it. Help me know whether anything bad happened immediately so you could private it in case, but I didn't consider that. That it, 1 out of 2. Wait for you to type. And then I actually have to make a stream announcement too on my Discord to let fellas know who are awake, who want to actually join in and chill for the night. I'm mostly like just more so upset at myself that I made the mistake twice. Like, this is not the first time. This is the second time in a row I slipped up. And I put myself at risk. Because during the Voices of the Void stream, I clicked on the asset folder. And that revealed my my name as well. Because like it's like, oh, it's like it's under my name, under my like professional Outlook or whatever. And it flashed that and I was like, oh. You're good, Pearl. Like I'm glad you're looking out and like considering. That just shows your character, which is nice. But yeah, oof. I should know better to like be more cautious and stuff because I know that obviously I'm assuming you all are like good fellas, but not every person on the internet is a good fella. And I don't want the last thing I want to risk is like other people. Like, okay, if I lived by myself, I wouldn't be as panicked. But the fact that I live with family, I don't want to ever potentially endanger or dox my family. Which is why I'm super hush-hush about, like, my surname or whatever it's called. Because it's just, like, I don't want that out there. I don't want to endanger fellas I care about. Even though my relationship with them is, I don't want to say strained, but it's not like 100% like where in the sense I can like fully be me, I guess, but I still love my family. I do fear about certain things, and there's other things I don't fully get along with, sure, but for the most part, I do love and care about my family, and I don't want anything wrong to happen to them. You know? So I worry about that. I know there's a lot of hateful people out there in the world, and so I just want to make sure, you know, I'm safe, fam's safe, everyone I care about is safe. Which is why I panicked. Like once Sub said that, I sort of panicked and I was like, I'm just gonna end stream. And I was thinking about just storming off into bed, and I was like, no, I'm just in a horrible mood. I'll bounce myself back up and we'll be good. You know, the funny thing is I was planning on waking up early tomorrow so I can work on something else besides just streaming. Because of this, I'm probably going to be a bit anxious and a bit awake. So because of that, I'm just gonna keep on vibing for a while. I'll be live probably for another hour and a half or something. It might not be the typical 2-hour stream I typically do, but it's whatever. Maybe I'll call it at midnight Pearl time, Pacific. I just want to chill. With y'all. Boy. I'm gonna start getting ready for that. Smart. I probably should have, but at the same time, I'm like, I want to have something properly left. You know what I mean? I could probably go back. What I could do is I can keep that. No, I'll just keep that private. I was debating on editing it, but I'm not even gonna bother at this point. At this point, I'm not that's just gonna be lost media. If you're part of that stream, congratulations, you were officially part of Lost Jackogień media. Not even gonna be archived. It's just lost media. It's gone into the void. I like the conversations I was having though, which makes me feel sad and guilty. Because it's genuinely vibing with a lot of y'all, and the conversations I was having about just all sorts of stuff with Icy and Jerp, and that makes me feel bad because those are cool combos. I really did like those conversations. At least we know it happened through memory, so it's fine that there's no video record of it, but it's I don't know. Part of the thing I like about streaming is if we create a fun memory, I could always look back on it. So I just kicked myself a little bit for that. It's damn, as a host, I want to, have this available to fellas to, relive something. There is always the future, and I mean, I am Team Future for a reason. I want to keep aiming towards it, but it's still, ugh. This is probably going to be the lowest view Turf War vibe ever, by the way. Outside of no, even the original Turf War vibe had a lot of fellows, but because there's only 3 of us here. Never mind, make that 4. Hi, corn cheese. Who knows, maybe a few British fellows / European fellows will wake up and join us, and we'll have more fellas. Corn cheese, I did a oopsie daisy. I was having Wi-Fi issues, and I went to troubleshoot, and I oopsie daisy shared sensitive information, so I had to basically blow up the original stream. So that original stream went kabooey. Hello, Alice and Mid Split, welcome back, and hello, Ace. Hopefully y'all's doing well. Hopefully you're doing better than me, which I'm doing better now. I was really panicky, anxiety, just a mess because I done goofed up not once but twice. I also made the stupid mistakes during my Voice of the Void stream where I went to click on the assets folder, and doing so, I hit the start menu, and with the start menu, you know, it shows your Microsoft account, and come on. Please tell me I'm back. Okay. Chat, do I have a story? So, I'm going to kill Microsoft. Not actually, but like / lightheartedly. I know the overlay's effed and I know I'm Ojin instead of Jack, but let me explain what just happened. So in the tab, I saw a thing that said sign out, and I was like, oh shoot. If I hit that sign out thing, then I don't have to risk about showing my name, right? Like, my name's, like, in the start menu. If I, like, you know, sign out of my computer or sign out of the Microsoft account, I won't have to worry about that. You know what happened when I went to sign out? I went to sign out my entire computer. And so it just went to shut it down. That's not what I wanted to happen. So, now, because it went to, like, shut down, now I have to go back, and now I have to, like, freaking, you know, tab everything back in, and I have to fix my overlay, and I have to do... Oh, my God. This night has been a disaster, chat. I will rebound, and, like, I'm keeping this VOD up because that's not, like, nearly as bad as, like, accidentally doxing myself again. It's just been hell. Shy Guy, you do not know the half of what I've been dealing with. You don't know the half of it. It's been tragic. People can join in on turf, yes. Corn cheese. I'm just gonna try to fix a couple things while also throwing the game. Hey, vey. At least I'm not privating the stream, because just accidentally, like, shutting off my computer is not nearly as bad as accidentally doxing myself. Or actually, not even accidentally, but, like, just flat out doxing myself temporarily for, like, a frame. And then having to, like, nuke a stream because of it. Well, that fixed that. But now there's, like, 2 Ojins. And now I have to go from Ojin to Jack. If I had $1 million. If I had $1 million. Okay, thank God. I'm back. May I join you to kill... Oh, you meant may I kill you to join you to kill Microsoft. I couldn't really see the chat. Sorry, corn cheese. Now I can see the chat. I couldn't at first because it just wasn't working. I wasn't even playing the game. I'll be honest with you, Ace. I didn't even play the freaking game. I was walking around because I was fixing my chat. I was fixing my overlay and everything that was blowing up. I didn't even play. So sorry, I didn't even get to give you proper comment, like anything. Is the lo-fi music working? I don't even know if the lo-fi music's working. Was it working? I didn't even get to freaking chance to check that shit out yet either. Because everything's just been... Ugh. Renaming the stream to Jack pretty much has a skill issue. Knee wibbling. My wibbling. They having a me crashing my entire stream trying to find someone to raid moment, my brother. Real, my wibbling. Tonight's been rough, chat. Tonight's been rough. But at least I don't have to private this stream. That's always a W. Oh, gee. Note to self, next time I buy a computer or build a computer or whatever, I'm going to make an account that just doesn't show my name, or better yet, I just need to figure out how to like freaking remove like the link of my Microsoft account. Because like the Microsoft accounts are like, oh, by the way, here's Jackogyen's full name. And it's like, bro, I don't need that shit. I don't need anyone like Google searching my ass and being like, oh, hey, I know where Jackogień graduated high school and college from. Like, no, I don't. No, thank you, please. Yeah, I don't want to accidentally, like, you know, that's just called doxing, and I don't want that. Which is why, you know, private damage control. I was going to, but I decided, no, I'm too worked up. Even if I went to bed, I would be, like, my heart would be thumping, and I just, like, wouldn't be able to shut my eyes at all because of the adrenaline and just me, like, being pissed off at myself for accidentally, like, revealing sensitive information. Like I said, hopefully there was no one malicious who got a hold of that, number one. Number two, if you did see that, please just forget it. Forget it. My name is Jackogień. Nothing else. It's Jack and Ogin and Jackogień. Hello, non-active. Hopefully you're doing well. Jack O and then Jin. No, it's just Jack Jackogień Ogin. And that was Pearl who gave me that silly fan name, which thank you, Pearl, because like I've been actually using that. If anyone wants my real name, it's Jack Jackogień Ogin. That is the only name y'all should know. Just call me Jack, honestly. It's even like got the NB vibes, which I like. That during SpongeBob playthrough on accident, but my name has been on my channel for a while. It was my previous preferred name. Fair enough. It do be like that sometimes. Well, I mean, like, it's like first, middle, and last is first name Jack, middle name's Jackogień, last name Ogin. You want to find me? Millions of other people have the same name. Good luck. See, that's the problem with my name a little bit, is like, it's a little bit less. Because, like, my last name's Polish. There are probably others out there. Like, I remember when I looked it up one time when I was curious, there was, like, an old man was, like, one of the first search results. It's like, okay, good. Go to the old man version of my name. Don't go to me. Like, find the old man first. Oh, hi, Octo-Alex. Yeah, I was like, that's why I said hi, non-active, because your name's non-active. Polish last name. Jack is back on the attack. I remember there's a... Okay, sus humor inbound, but there's like a bit I came up with back in like 2021 or 2022. Surprisingly, for those who know, oh my gosh, corn cheese, you didn't have to. Sorry that happened to you, but I hope a little gift might make you smile. Also, poop, Lamau. True, poop is peak. Thank you for the 10 pound.
What happened to you, bud? Sad face. Hope this lil gift might make you smile. Also poop lol.
Wait, is it Barry's birthday? I know it was nobody's birthday yesterday, and then I know it's freaking Snow Jelly's birthday soon. I didn't know it was Barry's. Hold on. Splat. Oh, no, Skyberry, not... I'm... Birthday Barry there. Happy birth. What is this time? Like, what is this event? Now I know... Okay, Barry's birthday. It goes nobody's birthday, then Barry's birthday, then freaking Snow Jelly's birthday. There's so many people who have birthdays in May. What the hell? Oh, it was a Q's birthday yesterday too? Damn, I didn't know. I forgot, like, those two shared a birth. I'm a rare February birth. Like, I don't hear people usually get birth from Feb too much. And then, like, yes. Hold on. Snow Jellies is, like, the 16th, I think. I think it's Friday. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's the 16th. Which falls on a Friday this year. So, lucky for her. It easy to plan. I'm in the spooky month. Woo. October. But no, seriously, corn cheese, thanks for that. That did, like, make me smile a little bit. That makes me less stressed about student loans, at least. Actually, hey, anyone who doxes me, how about this instead? Can you just, like, take my name? Just, if you're gonna dox me at this point, also just identify, words. If you dox me, just steal my whole identity instead, please, so that you have, like, 30,000 plus loans to pay, so I don't have to. Please and thank you. I'll even go ahead and give you the social as long as you pay my student loans. Alright, I'm opening Discord now. No, I'm kidding. Professor Yowie, that's the professor I want. Professor Yowie, I have a question. But no, I'm just teasing. I'm trying to, like, cope with humor. I don't know why, but coping with humor is just something that's just been a part of my life. I've always, even though I was, like, not super, like, popular in school, I was still kind of known as, like, a goofball / class clown. Specifically with, you know, 2-3 more weeks left of school, let it end. Good luck. You got this. Hold on, my brain just not braining right now. Is there any weapon I want to play? That I need to... Yeah, I'll work on you. Why not? I want a ticket or something. I think I have a money ticket, right? Yeah, I have 3. Lamau, yeah. Sleep is important. As I proceed to, like, ignore my body and what is healthy and proceed to keep on streaming. In my defense, I should have already been streaming, so it's like... No, I just had a hiccup of a stream, so this is, like, making up for the hiccup of the stream. Oh, man, I have to update the Turf War and 5 playlist, too, to remove the old FOD. And replace it with this one. Jesus, Mary. I had 2K hours on this game and play an absurd amount of Splatfest Ruler plus 17. Yeah, I know, Ace. You're known for that. And the little shy guy in the corner that's threatening to take you into a coffin called break with him. True, but like also like I'm spiteful. Actually, less spiteful, more stubborn, honestly. Stubbornness runs in the fam, and we all have our own like flavor of stubbornness. My flavor of stubbornness is I'm gonna stream and have a 40-hour work week. Smile. All right, hi and good night, I guess, Insitters. Hopefully you're doing well. Paint the floor. Piss the laser. Going to bed. All right, have a good one, Akeem. Uh-oh. Someone's up my It'll be held the first week of June. I mean, look, here we're not the only other fest we could potentially get is a rerun. If not, Summer Nights is July. It is possible we can get another rerun, but we still have Summer Nights in July, so you can like you can relax knowing that, or you can be happy knowing that. And if not, regular Turf War exists. I mean, look at me. I do Turf. Now I'm doing Turf War and Vibe late night edition for like the next couple weeks, so I'll be up from like 11:50 to like 2:33 in the morning. I mean, it's possible we got the chocolate rerun, so I would assume we'd get another rerun potentially eventually. I mean, that'd be kind of cool, honestly. They should run like a special Mario Splatfest because Mario's 40th anniversary is happening. Who knows? The content cycle was over for Splatoon 2 when they did the Mario Fest, so it's possible they could do that for again, run a Mario themed fest for the Mario anniversary. I wouldn't doubt it, considering the fact that they did that with Splatoon 2. Splatoon 2's content cycle was well over, and then they were like, oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna do this for the Mario Annie. So, you know, I would say like don't like count on it, but also, you know, don't doubt it either. And that's not the only reason. They did that because they were just still in development with Splatoon 3. They did it to kill time. That's the same reason why they kept adding kits to Splatoon 1, by the way. It's because the Switch was still in development and they were working on Splatoon 2. The reason why we kept getting content is just because there was no planned content cycle. They just kept adding stuff. And besides, them rerunning Fest wasn't just a Rona thing. They were just doing that because of development time, because the first rerun, I'm pretty sure, happened in 2019. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I'm looking at it now, because I like to fact check. Let's see. List of Splatoon 2 Splatfests for North America. Yeah, Ketchup and Mayo rerun was after Chaos vs. Order. Okay, never mind, it was 2020. But they weren't just doing that because of Rona. I'm almost guarantee it. It was 2020, but I don't think they were rerunning it just because of Rona. They were just running it because they needed more dev time. There's plenty of it. So they decided to rerun Mayo vs. Ketchup, Chicken vs. Egg, and Trick vs. Treat. And then they added the Super Mushroom vs. Superstar as Mario's 35th anniversary. And I'm telling you, I think 40th anniversaries are bigger than 35th. So I think they're going to do a Splatoon 3 one. If I know anything about Nintendo, it's like they like to kill time. Especially now that we know that, like, hey, you know, Switch 2's coming. We haven't really heard anything about anything Splatoon related, and there probably won't be anything else Splatoon related for a bit. So it would make logical sense just to, like, you know, at this point, just do it. You know what I mean? Mostly, I've never been on a red team. Fair enough. I would want a Shivers for every run. I think that would be smart. You know my thoughts on that though. That was the most toxic Splatfest I've ever been a part of. Literally, I've had friends receiving death threats from that Splatfest. I'm not even joking or exaggerating. Literally, I've had conversations with friends who streamed the game, and because they were on one team versus another, they literally got like threats. That's how bad it was. That's how seriously people took it. It was awful. So if they want a rerun, I kind of think a good rerun to have would be one that was like really close. Like popularity wise. So like I'm trying to think like what was like some really close ones. I know Money and Love were close, but like Fame was like nothing. And I know Aliens versus the Nessie were close, but Sasquatch got nothing. So it's like, I don't know. See, I had a few friends on all teams that got threats. Literally all teams. It didn't matter what team you were on. There's always like that extreme of a person on one end. It was like wild, but you know, that's how some people are. Some people are just toxic fellas, and you know what we do to toxic fellas? We just push them away and keep on vibing, because that's what we do here in this household. We're all about all about peace, love, and good vibes here. So you know. Oh shoot, zombies go numb. Hi. I almost never get raided from you because I'm almost never up this late. How's it going? Coffee raid. I actually had a coffee lately. Hello, the rabbit dude. What were you all up to this fine late night? Ice Cream Fest would be a good Splatfest to rerun. I think that popularity was pretty close. I think that one would be a good one. Hi zombies. Hi Mega Shaman. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for the coffee. I'm still gonna be up for another hour, so this works out. Smile. 69.9 is crazy. Kamikaze. I read that as Kamikaze Miku for some reason instead of Muzoom. I read that as like Hatsune Miku Kamikaze. Hopefully you're doing well, Kamikaze, Rabbit Dude, Mega Shaman, Zombies. Hopefully you're all vibing. That's so late. How are you doing, my friend? I'm not doing bad. I actually got moved to second shift, so I'll be streaming mostly from like midnight to like 2:30 in the morning from now on, I think. Because I work like 3 to 11, and it's like a 45-minute drive. So I'm gonna be up pretty much late now. I'm gonna be a late night streamer. Streaming right when I get home from work and maybe right before work this week. But yeah, in the future I'm just planning on literally simply just late night gaming. I'm doing well, thank you. Glad to hear, Kamikaze. Give them coffee, yes please. I could use it. Especially with my work schedule. I'm always up late, sweet. Well, then you're more than happy to join us if Zombies isn't streaming, and I'm streaming. Folks in my chat, if you don't know, Zombies Go Numb is a super chill variety streamer. You should go drop a sub to Zombies if you haven't. You'll see me a lot more then. But dang, I want to support. Okay, if I end early then, and I'm sending my fellas over to you. If you're up. Dang it. I'm having a little bit of a skill issue. Just a little bit of one. You're too kind, my friend. Well, of course, folks help folks out, you know? Okay, let me drop some silly little strikes here, and here. My gameplay is probably horrendous, so just upfront apologizing about that. I've been having a rough night. Actually, if they ran rock, paper, scissors Splatfest, that'd be really cool, because, like, that was, like, a fest that didn't really count because it was a preview. I would be happy with that. I still love your PNG. It looks so lively. Thank you. Actually, I'm also potentially getting an upgrade. I got a new style, sort of, both IRL and hopefully for my PNG. I sort of like fingerless gloves. I'm hoping to get, like, I have a concept art I can show in a second here when I'm not mid-game, of like the updated look with like longer hair and just like fingerless gloves, like kind of like a punk style look. I'm gonna start getting ready for work. Oh no. All right, have a good work, corn cheese. They reread cake and ice cream. It would make sense. Yeah, true. Especially, like, I know, like, folks want fest reruns to help kill time. Because honestly, I had a hot take a while ago, and I still kind of stand by it a little bit. I don't think Splatoon 4 should happen for a little bit. They need more time to cook, because the problem with Splatoon 3, like, Splatoon 3 is a solid game, obviously. Like, there's a reason why I have, like, 2,500 hours or whatever. But, like, you can't deny that this game was, like, rushed and unpolished. Like, it was mostly made by junior devs, for starters. Secondly, the game was supposed to come out, if you look in the code of the game, the game said it was supposed to come out fresh season of 2022, which would have been, like, March of 2022. So the fact that it didn't come out until September, just shows that, like, they had a lot of development problems with it. Do I think I'm gonna get Switch to? Absolutely. I actually pre-ordered it. I know, like, it's expensive, and I know, like, I picked up extra shifts just to pre-order it. But, like, genuinely, even without, like, getting the newer games or anything, even if you don't, the hardware upgrade is, like, kind of nuts. Like, I was seeing, like, the stats on it, and, like, it can have DLSS. I'm not a fan of this game. I'm only using it as an example because Nintendo just posted a video on it. Again, I don't like this game, and to each their own if you like this game or not. But Nintendo posted a video of Hogwarts Legacy and comparing that footage on Switch 2 to Switch 1. It looks like the PS5 version of that game on Switch 2, which just shows the power behind it. Also, sadly, no, I am not a talented artist. This PNG tuber was made by Cindy Gamer, aka Ashton. I commissioned them like 2020. Hold on, I need to think. I thought it was like 2021 or late 20. No, it was late. Yeah, it was 2021. I wasn't sure. I had to, like, think for a second. I was like, right. And I want to show the new version. I have concept art of. My friend Cuddle Bunny is making for me. This is sort of in the work, but this is, like, the concept art for it, and, like, the upgraded style, longer hair. I like the darker green. The fingerless glove. That's sort of the, like, upgrade / concept art that they will be working on. It was nowhere near as polished as 2 and didn't feel like it hit the strive until the very end. Yeah, that's true. Splatoon 3 definitely had some rough patches, but it still turned out to be a really enjoyable game. I will praise the two things that I love most about this game is Salmon Run and also the weapon freshness system. the little change to add badges, and adding like the freshest system, like a 5-star system like that for weapons, literally motivated me to 3-star every weapon in the game. I made that as a goal for myself. I pretty much achieved it. I'm almost there. Now I'm just working on 4-starring some of my favorite weapons, or at least weapons I enjoy playing. I'm going through and like 4-starring. And that, like, I wouldn't have that like motivation if like the freshest system wasn't as good as it is, but it is. Like, genuinely, it's fun to do. Also, we're going spawn camp, Boo, spawn camping, boo. I just want to chill after a long day's work, grr. Yeah, I still love 3 as well. I feel bad as, like, somebody who, you know, I study game dev, and I'm curious, like, okay, how can this be better? There's a lot that they did right, and then there's a couple of things that are, like, kind of meh. Honestly, the 3-month update cycle, that was one of the biggest problems with, like, keeping people active. There's a lot, compared to Splatoon 2 and 1, where, like, you were slowly dishing out stuff, like, every, like, 2-3 weeks. Like, you would get, like, a handful of weapons, maybe a map every month or something. Like, sure, Splatoon 1 started off, like, with, like, barely any content to begin with. Like, it was only 5 maps at the beginning of Splatoon 1. It was a Walleye Warehouse, Blackbelly Skate Park, Urchin Underpass, Salt Spray Rig, and Arowana Mall. Those were the 5 Splatoon maps at launch. So yeah, only having 5 maps at the beginning of Splatoon 1, yeah, it lacked a little bit of variety. Hello, Table Turf. I want some. Oh yeah, Table Turf is a good mode too. I keep forgetting about Table Turf. It flies under the radar for me, because it's not fully my, like, cup of tea, but I respect it a lot, and I understand, like, the appeal of it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Splatoon 3's biggest problem was the 3-month update cycle. It felt long in some aspects. And then, like, you had things that, like, I wish were sooner. Like, I wish extra work came sooner. I feel like they could have potentially added more Salmon Run maps. Like, it was in the code for, like, bringing in Lost Outposts and stuff. They even had the badges and everything for it, and they didn't. I don't know if they just couldn't get it working with, like, Triumvirate or what, but they just never brought over Lost Outpost. They were planning on it. They scrapped it for one reason or another. Which makes me a little sad. I actually like Lost Outpost. I would have enjoyed having a Lost Outpost badge. You're a card game fanatic? Cool. Yeah, I can understand if you're definitely like card games, then, you know, is that it's forgotten by most, and it's not the player's fault for forgetting. It's treated like a throwaway while at the same time getting updated in every update. Yeah, that's true. I still, don't get me wrong, I like Table Turf. It just, it doesn't click fully with me because, like, again, probably skill issue on my part, but, like, I'm not really good with card games. The only card game I grew up playing really was Magic the Gathering. And even then, I still sucked. I play Pokemon, like, trading, or, like, Pocket Edition now, is, like, the other thing I play. And I think, like, I at least beat the AIs in expert level, so that's something, I guess, but I don't know. I like card games, they haven't fully clicked with my brain. I still respect the hell out of them, though. 42 different card games under my belt. Let's go. That's a W, though. That just shows you, like, that you love the genre, or you love that stuff, which is cool. Honestly, that could be me with RPGs. If I think about every RPG I've played and enjoyed, or every single Pokemon ROM hack or fan game I played in my free time and beat. It's a lot. The major reason why I failed a lot of classes during 2023, besides like the hard I was going through a lot in 2023, but the reason why I think failed a lot of college I failed like I think a handful of classes. I had like a oof moment. Was I literally just didn't feel motivated to do anything. And so I literally just got hooked on like Pokemon ROM hacks. And so I'd be up. There was one night I remember playing a Pokemon fan game till like literally like 5 in the morning. While on call on Discord with friends, and I didn't do anything else but play Pokemon that day. It was not healthy. Of course, I learned from that. I learned how to like actually like prioritize things and like time management and everything, and I got my degree. But like that was definitely one of my like, come on, Jack, you can do better than that. Why were you up until like 5 in the morning playing freaking Pokemon, dude? Like, I don't know why I did that in hindsight, but it was fun. I forget what the name of, I think it was it's Pokemon Rogue or something. I know it had Mew as a logo, and I think there was these things called like Alpha Pokemon or Beta. Was it Alpha, Beta? It was a gamma symbol next to the Pokemon. It was like different versions of Pokemon, and like your starter even was like I got like a Charizard that was like fire and ghost type. It was really cool. I failed a class in college because of tactical RPG games. Like I don't know how to pronounce that, but I get you. Oh, Uranium. It wasn't Uranium. Uranium's big, and I do want to play that. Pokemon fan game with, I think it was Delta Pokemon. Yeah, Insurgents. That's what it was. It was Pokemon Insurgents. I remember clearly now. I was up till Pokemon, like, probably 5 in the morning playing Pokemon Insurgents in college. It had, yeah, there's like a Ghost Charizard and Stream Hiccup for a second. Flota Mowide at me and it broke my stream for a second. Thank you, Flota. No, I'm not gonna blame you for that. That's just Wi-Fi moment. But hopefully you're doing well. My first ROM hack, yippee! I also remember there's another really good Pokemon ROM hack or fan game, one of the two. It is like Rocket Red, where you get to play as a Team Rocket Grunt. Oh, that one's good. You can even catch like Missing No, legitly. It's like part of like the story is like you can catch Missing No. And there's like a whole like connection between Ditto and Mew in it. It's so cool. It's like if you want to play through like Pokemon Fire Red like in a different way, I'd recommend playing Pokemon like Rocket Red. And like playing as a Team Rocket Grunt. It's so interesting. Genuinely, one of the things I'm actually looking forward to as part of my like series I'm doing, May I Stream. I got recommendation to try out Mariomon, which is like Mario and Luigi but Pokemon. Or like, it's like a Mario Pokemon thing. And then there's also Pokemon Rogue is something I'm trying, I think. I don't know, there's a couple suggestions for things I'm gonna try, and I'm excited to. I definitely wanna just like gamer hour, I guess. Smile. Dang it. Am I feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go till like 3:30 at the latest, chat. Just so you know, 3:30 Eastern. Just because of like I was supposed to end earlier, but like we had the hiccup and then we had the privated stream because of my silly mistake. Yeah, this roller's being a menace, actually. 2 rollers actually being menaces. 3 rollers. I just realized there's 3 rollers on the enemy team. My brain isn't here, chat. Do 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 do. I don't know if we can get this back or not. There's too many fellows, I fear. Maybe we turf ward. Hold on. Did we turf ward them? We might have turf ward. Hold on. Yay, turf war. Yippee! I love turf warring the enemy. Smile. Chat, don't you love just absolutely cheesing victory? That's the best, right? It's so fair and balanced and just makes you all giddy inside. Okay, okay, I need to edit my playlist here. Hold on. Playlist for Splatoon 3 and then for Turf War and Vibe. Hello, can I not go into the playlist and like I'm gonna cry. No, I'm good. I don't know why it's not working the way I want it to work. I just need a view on YouTube, I think. Me when I can't when okay, there we go. Fix it in the Turf War and Vibe playlist at least. That's all I really care about the most because like yeah. That one roller was rushing base was annoying and we had a DC. I didn't even notice a DC, I'll be honest. I zone out a lot, especially when it's like 2:30 in the morning. Hey chat, by the way, I'm gonna be up in like 6 hours to do another stream. Chat, does anyone know a psychiatrist? out of curiosity, just a hypothetical question. Hypothetically, do we know a psychiatrist? Considering the fact that maybe I'll just make... I'll make at least an hour and a half for sure. I have to end by 3:30. I have to. Maybe sooner than that, like 3:15. Let's just finish it out. Doo-doo. Ah. This should help me get all my energy out so I can actually sleep at night, though. And then I wake up, and I know I'm gonna be the one that wakes up next to you. I didn't notice we're back, question mark? Yeah, we're back. I decided to cool off after the accident. After the Sargi accident, and then why am I bleeding? And then decided to just boot up another stream because yeah. I'm too awake. I was too anxious and I'm like, I'm just gonna stream. I'm gonna get bad vibes out, get good vibes rolling, so I just want to formally apologize about that. because I'm like, damn, that was like, the vibes were good during like those parts of stream, and then it was just like shit would be wacky because of my dumb and my stupid ISP. I entirely jinxed it there. Oh wait, did it hiccup? Oh no. Did it hiccup for a second? Oh, lovely. Again, I'm gonna strangle my Me Too internet service provider. That's gonna be me to my freaking ISP. Why? Okay. I have a good animation go burr. Whoa, animation be upon thee. Yeah, honestly, one of the things I would want to do is eventually just like ask about the upload speed. Be like, hey, can we like, you know, fix the upload speed and like maybe the range slightly, because I'm in basement and the Wi-Fi router is like on the other side of the basement. I'm in a 1v4 kind of fight kind of, I don't know, it's weird, and I'm just winging it, and have to animate decavs. Decavs are an interesting weapon. I do think I have a preference for paintbrush, which Floto would strangle me, because I think I'm pretty sure she doesn't like pain. Last time I asked him, I'm pretty sure not a fan. But I do say jokingly that paintbrush is like my other like goat. I need to make like, I have my roller kiss, but I kind of want like a paintbrush kiss as well, because paintbrush is also up there. I do like my roller kiss though, so much. The fight was peak in game. I somehow lived a decaf lunge. It got like 4 seconds after. That's crazy. That sounds so badass. Chat, she may be cooking with this. Hold on. Let them cook. Oh. Okay. Me failing to hit any of my shots. That isn't getting my full attention in the Grand Festival video, then I don't know what is. Oh, there's a Grand Fest video? That sounds cool. I know, what was one of my favorite moments from Grand Fest, actually, speaking of Grand Fest, was me and my buddy Mario, 8989 10333 on Barnacle and Dime. I just take too long making stuff. Understandable, though. I mean, you can't rush art. I think art should always come at its own speed. That's why I always, like, if I commission people, which I do frequently, I'm like, I usually try not to set a deadline. This is a double-edged sword, though, because sometimes if I don't set a deadline at all, people just forget about the commission. There was some time where I literally paid somebody $150 for a commission. They sent like a work in progress on it, and I was like, cool, this looks great. Didn't hear anything back for like 9 months. I was like, okay, well, you know. It was like 4 frames of animation. It was a PNG tuber. So it's like, I'm sorry, I'm assuming you either forgot or just don't care about this commission anymore, so I'm gonna go with another artist. But yeah, it is good. Like, still, long story. Wow, brain flatline mid sentence. I love when that happens. Point is, art should just take time. Manifest Ice Cream Splatfest. I mean, Ice Cream Splatfest rerun would be neat. I could actually stream it then. Because what's funny is, like, I didn't stream the Chocolate Fest properly because of IRL issues. And then I was in a hiatus when the Ice Cream Fest happened, so I didn't stream that. So if that would happen, I could actually stream it, which would be kind of cool. To make another Ice Cream Splatfest video if they rerun it. I was on Team Vanilla despite not streaming, because my argument for vanilla is that it mixes the best with other flavors. And one of my favorite ice cream flavors is a cherry vanilla. Which just, it tastes kind of like a cherry soda. It was really good. Still, my argument was vanilla is, you can mix the most with a lot of different ingredients, which also my favorite go-to ice cream, simple, but like I like the vanilla chocolate mixture. I was going basing it off the flavors alone, and I like strawberry. Honestly, if it was flavors alone, I would pick strawberry. If it was just the flavor, period, because I do like sweet things. I was trying to read more into it though, and I was like, let's see, vanilla. With vanilla ice cream, I could make some floats. I could, you know, make some cherry vanilla. I could, you know. That's where my head at. My head, where'd this fella go? Da-dun, da-dun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. I thought it was cooked. Almost was. But we're back, Ochin. Uh-oh. That's a lot of people. Okay. I like to hear what, like, people's reasonings for Fest teams, though, because it's like, the reason why I love Fest, when it's not, like, argumentative, I love it because I just like hearing people's perspectives and what they like. Their likes and dislikes and their thoughts. Like, I'm a sociable, like, wow, shocker, the streamer is a sociable person sometimes. Whoa. But no, yeah, like, I consider myself somewhat, despite being very anxious IRL, I see myself as a sociable person, and I like to know, like, what makes fellas click. Or, I want to avoid saying fellas, because I know some people don't see that as gender neutral. I try to mean fellas by gender neutral. I'll say folks. Folks rolls off the tongue just as well, and I think that means gender neutral a little bit more. But, I like to hear folks' thoughts on things and, like, where their head at. I'm so cooked here. Just kidding, I'm back. The first thing I think is, how high of a ruler will Ace get? Slash Jackogień slash hard. I mean, honestly, that is something, if I see you around, I'm like, oh, I know Ace is gonna be grinding. Wonder how far they will go. Holmes becomes a home. I mean, Holmes is another, like, Holmes derives from homie, which is why I say it, and it's the reason why, I have a lore reason why Jack says homies and Holmes. The reason why, like, lore-wise, is when Jack ran to the surface, right, when they first deserted the Octarian army. They deserted to the outskirts of the city near Blackbelly. And so because of that, the first words that Jack learned in English rather than Octarian was like skater slang and like slang words like homie, like joint, like I don't know. I'm trying to think of other things, but like instead of learning the English word for like house, he learned the word joint, and instead of friend, he learned homie and things like that. See, that's the neat part. I also give Jack drama. I give Jack and Ojin, both my Sonas, my IRL my IRL issues. And I have original characters as well. Like my nerd character Shadow, who also has his own problems and trauma. And then there's also, don't get me started on Lynn, where she has a bundle of issues as well. And then if I come up with an idea, I sometimes make variants in different versions of a character that like have different things happening. Instead of retconning things all the time, I'm like, that's gonna be an alternate timeline. I love this character I made. Let's bring the horrors upon them. Real. Honestly, a lot of my own like issues of feeling like I don't belong or don't fit in was played into Jack's backstory of like Jack deserting the Octarian army for thinking differently. So like, you know, it's like it was dramatized or like, you know, tweaked a little bit. If you don't give your OCs trauma, do you even have an OC? I mean, that is true. Look. It's called character development. It's called a character arc. AKA trauma. Farm. No, what's interesting about OCs and stuff, I was like trying to feed into the so I mentioned I have one character named Shadow, right? Shadow's like this nerd character. At first, Shadow is like super I think it's left brain is like the like super logical over. This is Bo's left brain. This is Bo's right brain. But anyway, yeah, so Shadow's super left brain, overly analytical to a fault. So part of Shadow's flaw was like, oh, Shadow was so apparent of only like thinking logically, Shadow didn't consider emotion at all. And so at first, Shadow was like, didn't know anything about like really like becoming friends with people or anything, like loner moment. And then Shadow met Jack and thought, huh, this individual's peculiar. And then slowly evolved and was like, started analyzing emotions. And that's when he started developing his own and realized, oh, what is this feeling? You know, I have two sides to my OCs. Characters' besties get shot and dies. Oh no. Another friend gets so obsessed trying to... And then the OC is left in emotional limbo. And same OC's first date was at all... Let me tell you something about Olive Garden. I get the two sides of the OCs, and I get... and I, like, you know, mood. I have a side of, like, overly dramatizing like IRL experiences into my sonas, and then the OCs are just reflective of other experiences, and then like creating new ones. Okay, but how unlimited are the breads? Real, she's asking the right questions, chat. Like, okay, is unlimited meaning I could actually, like, fill my entire body with breadstick? Or am I gonna get kicked out after, like, 10? Like, I need to know. She needs to know. They need to know. People need to know. But no, let me tell you something about Olive Garden. That's a running gag. Am I a better person for being a Lunamate? No. Everyone's weapon preference is their own, and I think that's valid in my opinion. I will never attempt to belittle anyone for their weapon preferences. I might tease lightheartedly, if you're a close friendo and you're okay with light teasing, but I don't judge people based off their weapon preferences. I swear to God, I have undiagnosed ADHD. The doctor was right. But, okay, Screen is a whole different bag of words. Screen, I even banned Screen from Turf War and Vibe because literally it gives me migraines. And it gives other people migraines too in my community. I know that. So, like, I don't allow Screen to be used in my, if we're playing with each other. So, like, mostly Turf War drop-ins, I ban Screen because, ow, headache. Sorry, God, ADHD moment. I can't even fathom like a full-fledged thought because I'm just all over the place 100 miles an hour. Olive Garden. That's what we were talking about. So let me tell you something about Olive Garden that's a running gag. I use sus humor sometimes. Not much, but every now and then I do. So like if someone's like, you know, screwing me over in the game, I always make the joke that take me out to Olive Garden before you screw me over like that. The reason why I specifically use Olive Garden as a example when I say that, I only ever had one IRL date, and it was to an Olive Garden. That was it. That was the only time I ever had a date ever, and it was to Olive Garden. And the date was okay. It just, they saw us as more as friends. Or friend potential, so that was valid. But like that was like the only IRL date I really had was to a Olive Garden, near my colleague, and so that just became like, oh, okay, I just gotta make this as a like silly haha. Alright, come here, come here, come here. Tee. Yeah, a lot of fellas are coming up into our base. And they love jumping here for some reason. Besides Hippo's is stupid, it shreds everything within it. Wait, don't what? Wait, huh? I missed something. I feel like the Sonic fan dub. Something just happened. Something just happened. I don't know what. My brain's not here either, because my brain... No brain, head empty. What's a brain? Never heard of it. Case in point. Hello, Frisk. Broke the crowd like a light year away. I wanted to comment on it, but Olive Garden took priority. I mean, honestly, Olive Garden's, you know, food always takes priority. I'm sorry, it is true. This is a true statement. I'm sorry, food is important. What if you wanted to think, but brain said yummers? See, this is the problem with having my live chat tabbed out small. I need a second monitor, but like, it doesn't. I don't have enough power outlets to plug in the second monitor in my setup down here, unless I'm not streaming Switch. If I'm streaming like PC game, it worky. Applebee's Bar and Grill. I keep hearing memes about Applebee's, but I haven't really been to one in like, since I was like, hold on, I need to think for a minute. Yeah, I think definitely before college. So, at least more than 5 years ago. God, when was the last... I might have been like 16, which was like, oh god. I feel my back hurting. Oh god, that was so long ago. That was... Oh, I don't want to think about that. That was like 7 to 8 years ago. I feel sick. What is time anymore? Anyway. I've been to one, but I remember it being decent. I just don't... I was probably like 16, 15, 16, which is like 7, 8 years ago. Makes me feel old. I don't know what that says about... All my daddies are just shit I do with my friends. I don't know what that says. I mean, it could mean that, like... Honestly, from my... I don't have much experience. But from my understanding of relationships, it's like... Okay, my brain's not working. It's like 3 a.m. But from my understanding is, like, you would still, like, do stuff because, like, ideally your SO would also be your friend, right? You would just, like, make it special by, like, trying to make memories and whatnot. So, I don't know, Aqua. I mean, it could be a good thing. And hello, Mario Wolf. Hopefully you're doing well. Just saying, like, I don't know, I have one... There's only, like, one date idea I have that would exclusively be a date. And it's because I see it as somewhat romantic, I guess. Is, like... If I do get a SO, if I do want to date someone that is, like... Stargazing. Stargazing is something I love to do. And it could be, like, special, I think. That is the only, like, real idea I got. But I won't have to worry about that because all I do in life is stream, sleep, eat, and work. So I don't worry about that department for the time being. Yeah. Ah, come here. No. I'm gonna die. But not before I take freaking me equals MC squared. You know what? Those cringe, eat, sleep, gaming, repeat shirts and wear that to work. I mean, it's kind of low-key what I'm doing. But also, I'm not allowed to wear anything like that to work. I'm a security guard. We have a strict dress code. The thing at working at Fastco is you have a strict dress code. No, sorry, I don't work at Fastco. That is a running gag because I was a third shift night guard. I'm no longer third shift, but still. People keep... Every time I mention I'm a security guard, somebody goes, FNAF? He was so making animations. I probably won't have time to commit to something. Exactly. I'm sort of the same, except I'm a mix of, like, I have way too much going on. Number one. Number two, it's like, I'm an overthinker. And I feel like overthinking and, like, having an SO sometimes collide. Because, like, I'm a, what I call a worry wolf. I worry too much. You know. to the point of like, I don't know. I think too much. That's the problem. I'm like literally brain go 100 miles per hour. So who knows? Like I said, I'm okay. Online, y'all consider me old. Like I get called like, okay, Gramps, it's time to go to bed, all the time. I'm quite literally like pibbling status, as I call it, because if you didn't know, pibbling is a parent sibling, is like a NB version of Unk. Alright, take care, corn cheese. Peace, love, a good vibe. Have a good day at work. But yeah, pibbling. I'm quite literally pibbling status in some cases. So where was I going with this? I had somewhere I was going with this. Right. People consider me old on the internet, but I'm still relatively young, so I'm not gonna worry about an SO for the time being, and I'm just gonna keep on vibing. If something lines up, something lines up. If not, I'm chilling. It's past your bedtime, Pib. Okay, Pib, it's time to go to bed. Just give me like 5 more minutes. You see, back in my day, Splatoon only had 5 maps in rotation, and that was Arowana Mall, Walleye Warehouse, Urchin Underpass, Salt Spray Rig, and Black Belly Skate Park. Those are the 5 original Splatoon maps, and gosh darn it, you kids in your Splatoon 7s, you have it too good. You have 60 maps. You have 4 maps per rotation for every mode. You have it too easy. Oh, God. If I could, I would voice act. I just haven't. Doing voices can be fun. I don't think I'm talented enough to be a VA, especially because my voice fluctuates way too much. Like, my voice will go from low to high to soft to whatever, just based off my energy level, my mood, my whatever. I mean, you do a decent Wario. Wario! You pick Wario! I can't even do a Wario voice because my just laughs. I got to win! Wow! The fact I can read that instantly in Wario's voice. It's always like... It's always the Twitter stinks, I'm leaving. Or the they took my ass. I can't shit anymore. How do you think I feel? They took my ass. Oh, God, I love the internet. The internet is a beautiful thing sometimes. Oh my God. Oh, jeez. I saw somebody make a newer version of that meme where just like it was Mario Kart World. It's just like they gave me my ass back. I can finally shit. Because Wario got his dumpy back. Look, I probably deserve to be, honestly. I am quite literally insane. It took them a decade, literally. Over a decade, because I think Mario Kart 8 came out in 2014. So, over a decade for Wario to finally got that booty back. Also, I don't know if you know this or not, but in Mario Party Superstars, they nerfed Donkey Kong's ass on Peach's birthday cake. Donkey Kong, like the cake decoration for Donkey Kong, lost his badonkadonk. He had a solid looking one, and it shrank. They took the DK booty. I don't know why they did. Actually, wait, hold on. Aqua, I don't think you know this about my chat or not. So I'm gonna show you something. This is something that I set up for my stream that relates to War. Hold on. I'm doing something silly. Trust.
Jackogień donated $1 through Super Chat.
You'll get Wario. I love that that's my Super Chat notif. It makes me so happy. I've had that for years and I'm never changing it. Wario quite literally shakes it for the Super Chat. It's my favorite thing. It's Inkling hugs heavy whenever it's a YouTube membership, and then Wario just shakes it for any Super Chat. Gee, or at least take me to Olive Garden first. Now Wario just shakes that thing for free. The cake is too good not to share. This is what I love and hate about late night streaming is I can make myself cackle at my own dumbass jokes. Because my brain is so much fried that anything is funny to me. That is like the correlation, the Venn diagram between being drunk and being sleep deprived is pretty much just a regular circle. Because like they are so intertwined psychologically with like things being funny. I'm telling you, as someone over 21 in the States, and legally, I'm a social drinker, so I'll like party and stuff at like holidays. There's like barely any difference between being sleep deprived and drunk in my head, my brain. It's like the same effect. So it's like sometimes past 3 a.m., like now, my brain's just a little silly. My head be a little goofy goober status. His cake returns next month for Mario Kart World. That should be Nintendo. Make that an actual advertisement. I guarantee you, people will start swarming for Mario Kart World if you make that a proper announcement. You should. Make an advertisement about Wario's cake in Mario Kart World. The money prints itself, Nintendo. Just make it happen. That's all you need. I love this lo-fi, by the way. I know it's like we went from chat, you didn't see that. You didn't. Nuh-uh. You didn't see that. Nuh-uh. Oh my gosh. Oh, jeez. Oh, someone DC'd. Whoopee! I should be calming down. Why do I feel more energetic? This is a problem. This is problematic. Okay, maybe I'll actually burn myself out by laughing, and eventually I'm just gonna crash. That's probably what's gonna happen, actually, because I had a lot of caffeine throughout the workday. And once my body realizes, oh wait, you've been awake since what's math again? Hold on. I got up at like 10. So that's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've been up for 17-hour. Huh. Neat. Hey, chat, is it normal to stay up for 17-hour? Is that normal? Or is that not so normal? I can't tell. Let's shoot for 24? No, I'm not gonna shoot for 24 hours straight. And I stayed up for like 19, so that's probably fine. Alright. I trust you, so. It's probably fine. I mean, I've done a full 24 hours before. Genuinely at college. I had like a day where I could not sleep. I woke up. Actually, it was pretty close to a full 24. It was 23. I remember now. It was 23 hours I stayed up because I woke up at 7 for an 8 a.m. class and I just couldn't sleep for some reason. Was up until 6 a.m. the next day. Life starts reminding you of a scene from that show. I mean, that's just like me with any form of media, so yeah. Like, my brain, ever since I was a young scamp, was like, would connect dots between like games and shows and media and IRL. Now, whenever anyone claps in front of me, I think of congratulations. No, that's fair. I'll tell you what. Something else similar. My brain works like whoa, brain. Hold on. Hold your horses, pal. Think of what you're gonna say and then say it. Okay. Got it. My brain does that with memes sometimes. Literally at work today, I went to the vending machine to grab a snack. The food popped out of the vending machine, and my instant reaction was to look at the food, hold it in my hand, and just say yummers. Not ironically, like just flat out, just saw food, held it in my hand, said yummers to myself, and ate it. So it did be like that. Just yummers. Or my instant reaction to hearing that I might be getting a pay raise was yippee. So it's just like, oh hey, yeah, the security company, you know, got their contract renewed, and they might give us all a raise. Literally internally, first reaction, yippee! Like, chat, I might be cooked in the sense of brain rot, but it's fine. Well, me. I think that's odd. You know what? That checks out. I am on the spectrum. I am officially. That was diagnosed. My ADHD, not diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure I might. Even the doc was like, you probably should see a proper psychologist, but you probably have ADHD. It was like, okay, cool. So I'm already on the spectrum, and I might have ADHD on top. cool. Anything else I need to worry about? I don't know. I'm just everyone without ADHD. True. Like, you're saying it's not normal for my brain to go 100 miles an hour and for me to, like, even have problems sleeping because of how hyperactive my brain is? And how sometimes you're thinking so much on a current thought that you forget what you're saying halfway through what you're saying. Crazy. I was crazy one. God dang it. Not again. Not that I was crazy once again. Yeah, twinning. Yippee. I'll do one more turf, and then I'll probably crash, knowing my body and my mind. Cause I'm out of my, or maybe I'll do a little, we'll see. I don't know yet. All I know is I'm out of my head, of my heart, of my mind. Anyway, go to this channel today and you're already one of my goats. Yippee! Well, happy to have you on board. I'm going to be doing a lot of these late night streams, by the way, as of late, because I now work second shift. Mostly Splatoon, but I consider myself Nintendo and Variety as well. About 50% Splatoon, 50% other, which is why I'm Jackogień. Jack is my Octoling. Ojin's like a little wolf mascot dude. So, yeah, that pretty much me. I'm always like half chaotic, half chill. I like to consider myself. To see what memes you know? Alright. Reference some. Maybe I'll get some. It's too late, Sonic! I'm already forklift certified! Oh god. I love the I love memes like that for some reason. That, a lot of Sonic fan dub quotes are in my head. Same with I have another viewer who shows up and references Sonic fan dub a lot. Pearl Blossom. She will reference a lot of Sonic fan dub as well. We were making the joke in a previous stream about me being like insomniac and just like, I too have insomnia, but unlike you, I don't have it because I'm depressed. I have it because I play so much Fortnite. But replace Fortnite with Splatoon because that's kind of what I'm mostly known for. Hi Mario Wolf, bye Mario Wolf, teehee, smile. I think I'm gonna back up because I think we got sniped. Dude. Background music is good. Thank you. I made this playlist, a lot of copyright free or at least revenue sharing, lo-fis and whatnot. I think it's in the description is a link to it. It's called, For Chill Stream. And then in parentheses it just says Jackogień. I add on to it too, or modify it. Especially for seasons, like, there's some Animal Crossing music that is seasonal, and I change that depending on the season. I add on if I find another cool lo-fi that I think fits a vibe, or just mellow, chill music. That just, I can vibe to, I can turn off my brain, listen to it. One very important question, alright. I am all the ear. I think I lost. We'll see though. We'll do one more. We'll just make it 3:30. 3:30 a.m. I keep seeing clips about Doctor Who on my feed, and it's something I feel like I would get into. I just haven't checked it out yet. But I will tell you that throughout my shorts, my shorts feed lately, I've seen like every clip of Mr. Ring-a-Ding. Like, so I know all about that, and I know about like the Toy Maker. Like, you know, the character played by Neil Patrick Harris. And I've seen clips of that, and I've seen a couple other clips of the show. I need to watch the actual show though. I feel like it'd be up my alley though. Like, hearing everything about it, it feels like something I could definitely get into. I just don't watch much shows lately. Like, if I do watch a show, I just binge it. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, I know the silly iconic laugh. Uh-oh, laser. And missile. Oh no. I might not die, but I'll point at you so my team knows where you are, teehee. Yeah, let's do one more after this, Turf. One more after this. That'll bring us close to 3:30 so I can do outro and actually go honk. Me. Chat, there are two wolves inside you, a honk shoe, and a honk me. Which one do you relate to more? Are you a honk shoer or are you a honk me-er? Me personally, it fluctuates, but I definitely lean more towards the honk me. What? Me. It's just more fun. The me. Just more, it clicks with my brain more. Don't know how else to describe it. It just click. No. I feel like a menace with this weapon, and it's just a silly little long arrow spray, pretty much. From Series 1, Episode 1, Rose, not to be confused with Season 1, 1963, or Series 14, recognized Season 1 by the Disney. Okay. I'll look into it. Yeah, I think that was the only thing that was really holding me back from watching it, too, was like, I don't know where to watch it, and I don't know where to start. I kept hearing good things about it through the grapevine, though. I can look for a raid target in the meantime, too, when we wrap up, which will be somewhat soon-ish. I'm looking at my sub feed. Not really seeing much of anything. Sag. Sorry, I'm angry when I type. I get all angry typing. It's because it's a hotkey. Alright, final game of the stream. Sadly, don't see raid targets, so after we conclude, just go wild. Go across the land of the YouTubes and spread some peace, love, and good vibes. That we'll do that. You know, I'll do my proper outro and stuff after this last game. Let's see if I can find a I mean, they're all good, but I want like a vibe that's like, okay, my eyes are about to go super heavy. No. Too upbeat. Maybe. Here we go. Stale Cupcakes is always a good song to end on. It's so weird if, like, you know, out of context, people hear the word stale cupcakes, they're like, oh, why do you like stale cupcakes? Ew. Why don't you have, like, regular cupcake? No, it's a song. The song Stale Cupcake. From Animal Crossing. It's good. Oh, gosh. Get any money from the old episodes a while, won't encourage it. All I'm saying is that sailing the high seas does exist. Yarhar shippity dee. Being a pirate is awesome to me. Do what you want because a pirate is free. But no, I get you. Oh, jeez. Hi Mario Wolf, bye Mario Wolf, teehee. We're so back. And middle has been reclaimed for us. Smile. It's hoping to target multiple people, not one individual. But that worked. Oh boy, howdy. I'll take the trade. Seeing if I can find a... No, this is good to end on. Alright. I want to thank everyone for watching. I know, we definitely rebounded from the earlier stream I had tonight. I initially started the stream at, like, midnight Eastern. But some bad vibes hit, so I'm glad we rebounded and restarted. This is a Kirby, song. I think it's Gourmet Race Lo-Fi? But yeah, I think this is a good song to mellow out to. I do have link to the playlist. Let me see if I forget which one is the specific song, but I just know that this is Gourmet Race. I know this is Kirby Lo-Fi just from my heart, from like you know, I know the music on here. I just don't know where. But oh jeez, okay. That's gonna do it though for tonight. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully I can catch y'all in some future streams and future Turf War and Vibes. This is the first of hopefully several late night Turf War and Vibes. So yeah, stay tuned, and hopefully I can catch y'all later. Bye bye.
you